My name is Dr. Adam Martin. I am the owner of the Diet Doc Pittsburgh North, founder of the Fit Pharmacist movement. And today we're going to be talking about something extremely important with all the New Year's resolutions going on, how to capitalize on that success and keep on that momentum and keep us going. Focused on the busy professional. I'm a full-time pharmacist and nutrition consultant, so I'm always on the go. I'm always got stuff going on. So that's why I'm really excited to bring you guys this topic, bulk cooking for the busy professional. So there's a quote that I learned in high school actually that really stuck with me because it applies not only to nutrition, but to all areas of our life. And that is this: today's preparation determines tomorrow's achievement. So fun fact, it's New Year's, everyone's excited, we've got momentum, we're hitting the ground running, we're just making all these different changes, not only in nutrition, but in personal development, life overall, right? Here's a fact that can be a little startling. New Year's resolutions, 80% of them that started January 1st will have been given up on come February. And that's not too far around the corner. And it can be a little disheartening. But that is not going to be you guys because of what we're going to talk about today with planning, all right? So planning is important. Now, it's great to be motivated and go into a goal, but if you think that you're going to go into it thinking that you're just going to wing it as you go, the only thing that's going to successfully wing it is your plan and success right out the window. So we're not going to have that happen. We're going to do that to talk about bulk cooking, simple steps and tools, because the tools are what we use to make these plans happen and follow through, right? We're going to talk about what I use, what I have found, and what my clients find successful to keep them on that path of success and continued improvement. So we're in the kitchen, right? This is my beautiful abode where all the magic, the macro magic happens, right? A lot of people don't like it, actually. They say things like, cooking takes too long, I don't want to spend all day in the kitchen, I tried out for worst chefs in America and they didn't even want me, like all these things, right? It doesn't have to be complicated. We can simplify it so that we can use those principles to our advantage. So I'm going to talk with you today about 2 strategies on how you guys can use cooking at one time or doing one bulk action, and you can use that to carry it throughout the week. So it's kind of like a one and done plan. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is bulk cooking. And I'm going to go through some tools that I use. So what is bulk cooking? Is that like you get a bunch of bodybuilders together and, you just grab, protein. No, it's about cooking one and done. So instead of cooking multiple times throughout the day, so let's say you're eating 5 meals in a typical day, okay? Are you going to cook each meal 5 times a day? That would be nice, but if you're, a mom of 5 kids, or your job is on the road, or you travel a lot, or you've got, a very time-demanding job, that's not really realistic. That's kind of where I come in, is taking the principles, but then also taking real-life stuff, being realistic, so that you can take those and apply them to your life in a way that is successful and won't stress you out. So that's what bulk cooking is it's simplifying the process into one event so that you can take the fruits of your labor there and spread it out throughout the week. Looking at bulk cooking, whenever I think of it, I have my handy dandy rice cooker. This beauty is from Target, and it was a mere $20, and I've had it for about 5 years, and it is a lifesaver. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to make white or brown rice on stovetop, just, as you go in a saucepan. But, you got to stir it every couple times. Every few minutes rather. You got to kind of, stay focused on that. With the rice cooker, I literally put the rice in, put the water in, hit the go button, and when it's done, it's ready to go. It keeps it warm so you can make a ton at a time. I mean, this thing, it's got a large volume. You can make, I think, 8 cups of rice at a time, and that'll carry you through a week or more, depending on how you want to go. So that's one of my tools. That does white rice, brown rice. You can get creative. It's very inexpensive. So as far as carbs go, that's kind of my go-to tool. The next tool I want to talk about is this beauty right here, this lovely crock pot. So this comes in all shapes and sizes, depending on, if it's just you or you're cooking, you want to do for a family. It really comes to your preferences. But with this, you can not only do rice if you want, but you can actually make whole meals. You can cook your chicken. You can cook like a roast. You can do potatoes, vegetables, and protein all in one. And again, that's a set it and forget it feature. Let's say you go into work for like 8 hours. In the morning, you put your chicken, your beef, whatever, cut up your vegetables, hit go, come back at work, it's done. You're ready to eat. Kids come home, you come home from work, you're good to go. So that's an awesome asset that you can do with that. Another thing that's really popular is the Insta Pot. Multi-use. It's a steamer, crock pot, rice cooker, all-in-one feature. Little more expensive, but amazing results. It's very effective. It's very time-saving, so it's another tool that you can use. Another thing that I hope every kitchen would have is this beauty right here, an oven. So what do I mean with that? If you're going to make lunch, okay, so it's just about after 12 o'clock, lunchtime, right? If you're going to make lunch, let's say you want a chicken breast, you can go buy a fresh one or have it thawed out previously and cook it one time. Or you can apply bulk cooking principles where you get a bunch of chicken breasts. You can actually take these right out of the freezer, pop them out of the freezer. You don't have to thaw them, and get a very simple, as you can see, this is very highly bodybuilder used pan, baking sheet. You can put 10, 12 chicken breasts on here, pop them in the oven, right? Cook those, and you can have chicken for the rest of the week. Again, it's bulk cooking, doing all the work at one time so you have the fruits of your labor throughout the week. So that's the cooking part. Now, what about the prep? All right. Enter Tupperware. So these beauties have got me through working long shifts at Club Pharmacy and pharmacy school. All the prep work that we've done already, you can divide that up into meals so that instead of prepping the meals, we've done all the bulk cooking, all the work already. You can measure it out using your handy food scale, and you can put rice from your rice cooker in here, chicken from your oven there, and this is simple. I'm not promoting chicken and rice for all your meals at all. This is just as an example. But you can use your Tupperware. Everything is measured out for the week. This is how I personally find it effective at work because the prep's done, the meals are already portioned out, you're good to go. You can literally just heat meat in the microwave. It's pretty awesome. The next is, if you don't even want to do that, but you just want in between meals like a protein shake, simple tip for you guys. This will take work out of even measuring the protein, and that comes from the Ziploc. So I'm going to really break it down and make it simple for you, okay? Because sometimes you just don't even have time to scoop the protein out of work. Yes, it gets that busy. January in the pharmacy, new insurance, we barely have time to take a bathroom break, but got to get the protein. So I've got some protein here for the day. I measure out, just take a scoop, put it in a Ziploc bag. Very simple way to have protein. So you just open your shaker cup, dump it in, or you can have it pre-measured in your shaker cup. They also make shaker cups that have them like a component on top. So you can just press a button and it's already pre-measured. So you just literally pop it, add some water, shake it and go. That's another strategy. So that's as far as bulk cooking. I told you guys in the beginning that there's two strategies. The first was bulk cooking. Now, some people don't like bulk cooking. They say, I hate leftovers. I don't want to get into that. All right. This might be for you. And this actually comes from a friend and colleague of mine, Kevin Brunacini, who is not a fan of bulk cooking, but he uses the principle of bulk shopping. So again, what is bulk cooking? We said doing all the work at one time. Well, again, we talked in the beginning about having the tools necessary to make that happen. Bulk shopping is getting those tools, okay, so food in order to do the bulk cooking, but now this gives you an option. So you go to the grocery store. I'm fortunate enough to have one. I can literally see it out my window. But you go to the grocery store and you buy all the food that you need for that week. So again, how do we know what to buy? We plan ahead. It comes back to planning, setting that intention, setting out a plan for what am I going to eat this week? Where am I going to be? What foods will I want to partake or be able to reheat? Or is it just going to be like a Greek yogurt that I can eat in the car because I won't have a microwave to heat it and so forth? So you don't have to bulk cook, but you can bulk shop using that same principle of planning, or cook as you go. So you did the shopping already. You have all of the tools, all of the ingredients. Now you can choose whether to do the bulk cooking that we did, or if you're not a fan of that and reheating and leftovers, you now have it so you can cook as you go. You can magically whip out a skillet in the middle of your Facebook Live video and start cooking, or you can grab, a saucepan and just start cooking meal by meal if that's what you prefer. Guys, this comes back to the main principle of structured flexibility. So we have the structure of creating a plan, but we have the flexibility of how are we going to carry that out? How is that going to differ from day to day? From, is this a work day or a non-work day? How are we going to put that into practice? You make the choice, but now you have the tools to do it. So that is bulk cooking in a wrap. Again, two ways. You can do all the cooking at one time, reheat later, or you can use the bulk shopping approach where you have the tools and then you can choose to either cook at one time or cook along as you go. Guys, I hope you found this helpful. Bulk cooking for the busy professional. I'll be posting this with a link to the article. There will also be links to some of the products that I recommended and personally use myself so that it can help you guys on your journey to success to make 2018 your year.